Kakuda is a new Bollywood movie of comedy horror genre. The movie is said to be inspired by real events. The real story is that there is a village in India in which each house has two doors. The reason behind this is a folklore that the people from that village believe in. Seeing the village, the maker of the movie got the idea of coming up with the movie Kakuda. Some parts of the movie are inspired by real events, whereas most of the story is fictional. The story shown in the movie is that there is an imaginary village called Rathodi in India. The village is said to be cursed by a ghost called Kakuda, who is a dwarf demon. The village has two doors in every house, one normal-sized door and one small. When the clock strikes 7:15 p.m. every Tuesday, the smaller door of the house is opened, so that Kakuda feels welcome. If the door is not opened, it is believed that Kakuda will get angry and attack a guy from the house. The guy then develops a hump on his back due to the attack, and then dies exactly 13 days after the attack. This doesn't happen for no reason. Kakuda's spirit is said to haunt the village because, according to a legend, many years ago, before turning into a ghost, Kakuda was once a dwarf who worked at circuses. He was famous for his healing kick. He cured people by placing his right foot on their backs, and had hence got the nickname Gullik, derived from the term good luck. But this magic of his would work only on Tuesday evenings. Once the circus team left the village for an event, but Gullik decided to stay behind in Rathodi. He was also friends with the widow and her son, whom no one was allowed to meet. One night, when the widow had a bad back pain, her son sought Kakuda's help. But then a person from the same village became suspicious and manipulated the villagers. He instigated them and accused Kakuda of having an affair with the widow. He did this since he had tried to throw Kakuda out of the village many times before but had failed to do so. He did that since he was jealous of Kakuda because the villagers loved Kakuda and Kakuda stole the show every time, causing him to never get the attention and appreciation for his work. The misled villagers then turned into an angry mob of people who chased Kakuda with bonfires. They beat him up badly. He escaped with great difficulty and went door to door, asking for help, but no one answered his calls. Finally, they burnt down his house, and he fled from the scene to hide in a field. In the freezing cold, he tried to warm himself up by sticking to a scarecrow there. After 13 hours of suffering alone, he succumbed to the wounds and froze to death. Subsequently, the widow and her son were also cruelly buried alive. Because of this, Kakuda's vengeful spirit enters the village every Tuesday at exact 7:15 p.m. to take his revenge. If the small door of the target house is closed, he kicks the door open, and then kicks a resident of the house. Eventually, after 13 days, representing the hours he suffered, the person is killed by Kakuda. This goes on and on until a ghost hunter helps Kakuda's spirit to get solace by burning the remains of the widow and her son, and cutting off Kakuda's leg. This way, at last he frees the village from the curse and Kakuda's tyranny, bringing peace and happiness. Stay tuned for more such stories.